All right, and we're back with Retro Night. Retro Night is back with yet another session, and guess what? It's all about Capcom Arcade Stadium, where I'm going to be playing games throughout the rest of the stream through Arcade Stadium on the Switch. That's the way we're going to do it. Apparently, it's coming to other platforms at some point, but right now it's on Switch, so let's go ahead and get this going. Capcom Arcade Stadium, let's go. Alright, let's do this. It's time for Capcom. Dubstep type singing. And this is running on the RE engine, Resident Evil engine. The same one from, like, with games such as Resident Evil 7, Devil May Cry 5, and now, and more recently, Monster Hunter Rise. And also Resident Evil 8 Village. So we got some classic arcade games. I got the whole package. Oh, they're doing special challenges. Thank you for playing Capcom Arcade Stadium. New special challenges will be available for the period listed below. Special challenges are a type of ranked gameplay where you complete based on your score or time when playing with the specified conditions. Be sure to give them a try. Vulgus, Pirate Ship, Higimaru, Strider, Warriors of Fate. I could probably do Strider for that. And they had like a roadmap. They start in March. Bonus campaign dates, special. There's so much. Alright. So we got a lot of games here. So let's go through them all. Alright, so we're gonna start from the beginning. Like, Vulgus is Capcom's first game. There's Pirate Ship Higimaru, 1942, which is the breakout hit that Capcom's had. Unfortunately, Gunsmoke is not part of the collection. I hope they add that as a future pack. Derek DeBroni. Let's see what we got here. We got Commando. We got Ghosts and Goblins. Section Z. This is Trojan, but they only have the Japanese version for some reason. Legendary Wings. Bionic Commando. 1943, The Battle of Midway, which is free for anybody who downloads this. And also Ghosts and Goblins, I believe, is free right now for anybody to download. Forgotten Worlds, Ghouls and Ghosts, Strider, Dynasty Wars, Final Fight, 1941 Counterattack. This is called Mercs. It's called Central no Okami 2. I don't know, because that's a Japanese name. This game is actually, yeah, this is a free app. It comes with 1942, and Ghosts and Goblins is free for a little bit. The rest you have, like, the rest of the games you have to buy. Mega Twins, Carrier Airwing, which I was actually watching the Capcom live stream, and a fellow streamer I know, Ash, said hi. She was featured playing this game for an hour, and I'm really proud of her, like, getting that opportunity. Street Fighter 2, The Wool Warrior, obvious. Captain Commando, Barf, Operation Thunderstorm, which is SMUP. I think it's free to keep now. Because generally speaking, it would normally cost $2 on its own. Warriors of Fate, which is on the Capcom Beat 'em Up bundle, like Final Fight, Captain Commando. Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Power Gear, which is Armored Warriors over here. Cyberbots, Full Metal Madness. Yeah, the arcade version of Ghosts and Goblins is better than the NES one. 19XX, The War Against Destiny, Battle Circuit, Giga Wing, 1944, The Loop Master, and the most recent one, Pro Gear, recent as in 2001. So which game am I going to start with? I am going to start with the original Ghosts and Goblins. Now watch me lose my hair. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. You have to press the right, like the button on the right stick to insert coin. Yeah. Well, free is free, I guess. Alright. Let's go. Yeah. I'm surprised the Switch does not have video. These games are hard, but I like them because of that. Like, that's the charm. But then again, the reason a lot of arcade games were hard is because they want you to pump in those quarters. The NES version, in terms of graphics, it's inferior. And it's choppy, like it runs at a very bad frame rate. And it's even harder than the arcade version. Even if you, because like the arcade version is hard enough, but the NES version is like really hard. The NES version was like one of Capcom's first NES games, because before they released Mega Man, all they did on the NES was release ports of their arcade games. But mainly the ones that were like the big hits in the arcades. Like this one. Like this one in 1942. Fuck. Yeah. Generally speaking, back in the day, arcade games were much better than the home ports in terms of graphics and graphics, and also the fact that sometimes like arcade ports like have certain caveats to being on like NES, Super NES, Sega Genesis. There are a lot of exceptions. Damn, game over. Let's try again. And the biggest blessing is unlimited continues, as long as you pump in like the virtual quarters. That weapon sucks, by the way. Like the fire bombs, those are the worst. The lance is okay, but I'm hoping to get the best weapon, the knife. You definitely want the knife. It's faster, you can shoot more than one, like, faster. It was also an experience at the time because they never really ported games to the NES before back then. Yeah, it's definitely better. Yeah, because this does have rewind. That's the knife. Exactly what I need. Rewind. Gotta beat this boss. Beat him. Then let's get the key. I wish I would, if they did. Do you know how many quarters I would have saved? I would have saved so many quarters. I don't even think they would have been able to do it back then. Rewinds make these games tolerable. Hey, Paperlink, how you doing, dude? you would have to pay to rewind. They used to make fighting games like 2 quarters to start, especially when they're new and popular. 2 quarters to start, and about like 1 quarter to continue. Sometimes you have to do 2 quarters to start and continue, because they want to control the lines, because how popular the games are, especially like the fighting, like mostly fighting games. But yeah, I hope you're doing well, Paper Link. You get a certain amount of rewind time each quarter. Yeah. I want Capcom to release footage of like how the arcades were in 1991 when Street Fighter 2 was brand new. Finished 3D World, nice. I want to see how, like, first day, how Street Fighter 2 was how it was received back when when it was just loaded up in the arcades. Because Street Fighter 1 sucks balls. Like, Street Fighter 1's a terrible game. Street Fighter 2 is way better. Oh yeah, Gauntlet Legends was great. I never played the second one, Dark Legacy. Alright. Congratulations, Keyblade. Alright, let's switch games. But first, let's rank up. Oh, I messed up. SSP. Alright, let's switch games. Alright, so the next game I'm going to show off is, we're going to do the sequel, Ghouls and Ghosts. Rewinding the high score entry, yep. Alright, let's go. Start game. The sequel. This game takes place 3 years after the first one. Because that's the ending, that you rescue that princess, and then he rides off. 3 years since. And all the demons, like the ghouls and ghosts, come back. Ghouls and Ghosts? No. It was on the Genesis. The third game in the series, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, was on the Super Nintendo. This is the second. There was a fourth, but it was on PSP. And it sold like crap because PSP. Oops. Insert those quarters. This time they actually killed all those people and the souls. And they take the souls of the princess and all the civilians. And it's up to Arthur to get them back. Yeah, because Capcom was actually licensing some of their games to Sega Genesis. So what happened is, there was a few games that they released. This was one of them. And this sold well. Strider was another one, and that sold well too on the Genesis. Both of those games are on the Sega Genesis Mini, as well as Street Fighter 2 and Mega Man. I used to have this game on the Genesis. Well, actually, it wasn't really mine. My brother borrowed it from a friend when we were kids, and I used to play this. I still have the cartridge for the The third one, the Super Nintendo one, which is really good. Okay, this is not really the best weapon in the game. It's okay. The water bomb is still the worst. Let's say if Monster Hunter actually started in the Super Nintendo, how would that actually play? Like, would it be an action RPG of sorts? I know the Tales series did start on the Super Nintendo, but it was never released here. Top down? Yeah, I think that would make sense. Resident Evil would have been top down. In fact, apparently Resident Evil was originally planned to be on the Super Nintendo, but was canceled early on because they wanted to go for a much more higher end hardware, and they chose PlayStation for that, which made sense. But I think that if Resident Evil was on the Super Nintendo, and that if it would have came, and that the year was supposed, I think the year that they started working on it was 1994, and it came out in 96. Resident Evil would have been like a top-down, like, top-down action game. Same idea, just top-down instead of like, over-the-shoulder camera. Monster Hunter would have been 2D top-down. Resident Evil. Yeah. Yeah, Sweet Home. Yeah, because that's the inspiration that they actually took. So instead of getting a license, they just turn it into like an original game, which makes sense. It's Capcom. They want to have like their own IPs rather than like just only rely on licenses. Because the two of the biggest licenses they had were Disney and Marvel. Well, Disney for the NES and Super NES games. Marvel for the fighting games. I need a better weapon than this. And I'm actually getting really close to the boss, too. Let's see. Let's say Devil May Cry was released on the Sega Genesis. It would have been like either a top-down hack and slash, or it would have been it actually would have been like Capcom's answer to Castlevania, but with more action and faster pace. That's what it would have been. If Splatoon was on the Super NES, it would have been a side-scrolling run and gun. It would have been Nintendo's Contra, except easier. And it's yeah. Now, what if? Let's see. Let me think of some other what ifs. Because this is a fun conversation to have. Let's see. What if Animal Crossing started on the Super Nintendo? And it came out because Harvest Moon came out in 97. But what if Animal Crossing came out in, let's say, let me think of a good year. 1993. Because that's the same year that Star Fox came out and Super Mario All-Stars. Oh god, I'm old. Get off my lawn! Let's hope I can get a better weapon soon. I mean, this is gonna be okay for this boss, but there we go, he's dead. Let's grab the key and move on to the next stage. Oh yeah, totally Keyblade. Pokemon, the Super Nintendo, it probably would have been the same, except better graphics. What if okay, speaking of Star Fox, what if it was on the NES? What would it, like, I think it would have probably been like a, it probably would have been a shmup. Let's hope I get a better weapon, please. Oh god, this guy. Give me a better weapon. I don't want this. It probably... The only thing that would have been different about Star Fox 64 would have been, like, we would have had the 2 extra characters from Star Fox 2. That's what would have been different. What if the N64 was a CD-based console and not a disc-based console? Well, not disc-based, not a cartridge-based console. No, we still would have PlayStation, but it's a matter of if they were still okay. Here's my scenario. PlayStation would still be a thing. Well, and also, Sega did not fuck up the Sega Saturn outside of Japan. They would have waited until September '95 to release it. They left because there was a contract, supposedly, like, in the fine print, like, Sony wanted control of Nintendo's IPs. But here's my scenario. Square would have still jumped ship. But Capcom, Konami, Enix, and Namco would not have jumped ship. Square would have. They would have been the only one. It would have changed so much. And also the same scenario, Sega has to not fuck up the Sega Saturn like the way they did. Like, because back at E3, they announced that it was out in stores, much to the surprise of many retailers, so much so that the biggest retailer at the time, KB Toys, refused to carry Sega products ever again. So, in this scenario, that won't happen. Sega would have actually waited, and they would have still had all the goodwill that that they had before with a lot of the retailers and some third-party publishers who were pissed because they were not ready to release their games on the Sega Saturn. They were still worked on. Wow, so we would live in a world where I'll take the sword. It's okay. We would have lived in a world where Nintendo did not make the N64 a cart-based console, but instead it would have been a disc-based console. Sega wouldn't have fucked up with a Sega Saturn. And PlayStation, and the scenario would be, PlayStation would actually have still overtaken Nintendo, but it would have actually been a lot more closer, rather than like how Sony dominated that generation. Dragon Quest VII would have been on both N64 and PlayStation, whereas Final Fantasy VII and every Square game would have been exclusive to PlayStation. Still, Square would have still been like the only one that would have jumped ship. Like, whereas like Capcom, actually, because like all the third parties, they would have worked on games for all three Saturn, PlayStation, N64. That's what they would have done. Capcom, Konami. That's another thing. That's another what if. What if Microsoft didn't buy Rare? Okay. Would Microsoft have entered? I think Microsoft would have probably like been working with Sega rather than entering the console business on their own. Because like Nintendo's the reason Sony is in the console game, and Sega's the reason Microsoft's in the console game. Go figure. To answer Keyblade's question, if Nintendo would have lost all their IPs to Sony, what would have happened is that Sony would have bought Nintendo. If Sony would have bought Nintendo, eventually, Shigeru Miyamoto would have quit the video games industry, and he would have just lived a normal life with his family. Fun fact, before Xbox, there were two platforms Halo was originally slated for, and that's Mac computers and Sega Dreamcast. And Halo would have actually been a different game. It would have actually been a top-down tactical like strategy RPG in the same vein as like not strategy RPG, but real-time strategy. That's what it would have been. Because that was the original plan for Halo. It was going to be a real-time strategy before they decided to turn it into a first-person shooter. It was originally going to be an RTS, and then they changed it to a first-person shooter. I'll tell you this: if Halo would have been an RTS, it would have never have been it would have never have gotten the success that it actually did get. I'll take it. I want the fucking knife. It would have never achieved that success that it did. Yeah, Pikmin is kind of it is an RTS. Let's see. It would have never achieved that success. What the? I was hoping that would be the gold suit. This is exactly what I needed. Pikmin on the RTS, on the SNES would have been an RTS, yes. It would have been a bit different. Oh god, no, I don't want that. Boss time. Oh look! Kirby stole from this game. Sakurai stole from this game. He must have been playing Ghosts and Goblins while like thinking about this. Well, Ghosts and Ghosts. God bless the rewind feature. It precedes Dreamland. Like, this game came out in '88. Dreamland came out in '92. The Superstar was '96. Oh god. No! I don't want that weapon. Yeah, I was only joking around, but yeah, here's a what if. What if Capcom actually made their own video game system? Although technically they kind of did, and it was like arcade based, but it did not do well. Because they were trying to do what SNK was doing, like, with Neo Geo, but they did not have that success. But if Capcom actually entered the console market, I know technically Hudson Soft kind of did with the Turbo Graphics. They didn't make the hardware, they just made the games. Yeah, they do. I want to move through. That chest is in the way. Good. Yeah, this game is mean. Because they're a bunch of assholes. But then again, they're like, oh, we want all your money, all your quarters. Give me your quarters. That's true. They probably would have had to team up with somebody, because Hudson Soft teamed up with NEC for the Turbo Graphics. Hudson was the one that was pouring out a lot of their games. And then Konami ended up doing the Turbo Graphics Mini because they own Hudson. It's sad because like Konami bought Hudson, and the only thing they're interested in from them was Bomberman. Be careful. That's true. And got it. Yeah, it does have to stand up. If you haven't experienced hell yet, this is exactly what it is. Firebrands, I hate them. And if one's bad enough, if you think one's bad enough, try two. Is this worse than Echo? Nope. But it's hard as fuck. Yeah, Echo is definitely not hell. It's more or less like an abomination. This game is basically just somebody, like this series is basically just like somebody wanted to be an asshole. They must have had like a terrible life and they just wanted to take their frustrations on at everybody in the world. And at the same time, taking their quarters. And I'm only joking about that. I don't really, all I know is they just wanted to make something challenging. And it paid off. I guess that's why people like these games, because they want to win. They want to beat this game. Because the thought of them like just losing at certain points in this game, that wouldn't do. Yeah, exactly. The same guy that worked on this game, he worked on a PlayStation series called Tomba. Like he made his own studio so that he could work on Tomba and its sequel on PlayStation. And they made up for shorter lengths. But with arcade games, it's all about like eating up the quarters. That's all you gotta do, eat the quarters. Like you stop when your parents refuse to give you more quarters, or you have to go. Quarters taste disgusting? Yeah, they do. I definitely don't want that. This guy was the final boss of the first game. He's not the final boss here. Yeah. There we go. Faster off. In Japan, he was. I forgot what he was called in Japan. Because you would think Satan was the final boss, but nope, Astaroth was. Nope. But they happen to share the same name. The final boss in this game is called Lucifer, but you have to beat the game twice to fight him, because there's a weapon that's required. It's like you have like a psycho cannon of sorts. Dead. Get out of here. And it's boss time. There we go. Beelzebub. Arthur, you've done well so far, but you will not be able to defeat Lucifer, who's behind the door. Go back to the village and get the magic power from the goddess of battle. Because they decided to change his name in the Genesis version to Loki because they wanted to avoid the religious stuff. Arthur, put on your magic armor and open the magic box. I'm sure that the goddess will appear. Good luck, Arthur. I believe that you will defeat Lucifer. Which we will play a different game. I'm not beating the game again right now. I want to show off some other games. Let's see what we got here. We're gonna play a little bit of Carrier Air Wing. I was watching, well, you have to beat the game twice. I beat the game once. I have to beat the game again. You have to do it twice in the same playthrough. I haven't played this one before, so I'm gonna try this out. I was watching Ashley Hyde do this during the Capcom stream earlier on, which was, and it looks pretty cool. I'll do this one. This seems like the balanced one. Your mission is to regain Tokyo. We'll have to fight your way through the enemy's air force. Good luck. Let's go. 1990, the year you were born. Yeah, I was born in 86. The same year Ghosts and Goblins came out on the NES. It came out on the arcade in 85. Capcom used to make some great shmups too. Yeah, you were born in 89. Nice. Oh, this one's good. Probably do 2-3 stages of this and then switch to other games just to show us some other stuff. There we go. Yeah, I'm hoping Capcom adds more down the road because there's a lot more arcade games that need to be on here. Like, bring the Darkstalkers games on here. Bring what else? I wish they could get the license to Alien vs. Predator, The Punisher, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. Let's take the Fuel Tank 1. Exactly. Aside from going to arcades, I would always see arcade machines at local deli, like at local deli, pizzeria, or the laundromat. But I'm trying to think of what was the strangest place where I've seen arcade machines at that I would have never expected to see otherwise. Shibuya Crossing. Let's see. Oh yeah, amusement parks. You would definitely see them there. Like that's always to be expected. I think Capcom, like, then again, this applies to all companies. Like, they just use arcades as a way to experiment what works and what doesn't. And like, practically almost everything Capcom has done in the arcades worked. Yeah, laundromats, I used to see them a lot at laundromats. So, like, my mom would let me and my brother play arcade machines while she would do the laundry. So most of the laundromats I went to did not have arcade machines, but there were a few that did. Pizzerias? Definitely. Good excuse to get some good pizza. They would sometimes, and usually they would rotate, some games, usually like every weekend or every 2 weekends or whatever. Yeah, I definitely have a lot of nostalgia for arcades. There was a Nathan's Famous that I used to go to in Yonkers. You would have loved it. You would have loved it a lot, Shad. There was a Nathan's Famous I used to go to like in Yonkers, and they had like some amazing arcade machines. The longest running ones they've had there were right next to each other. The Simpsons and the like 4-player Simpsons and 6-player X-Men. They would have a lot of fighting games there. They would have some other stuff. That Nathan's is still there, but there's no arcade machines. I took the arcade machines out, I believe, in 2012. Hey Nelson, good to see you. Yep, this is out. It came out today. Hey Son, and yep, I did. Alright, we did 2 stages. We'll do another game now. This was a good one. I'll have to come back to this one. I've never seen an F-Zero AX machine. Next up, we're going to play we're going to play Bionic Commando. There's a total of 32 games. Yeah, movie theaters had them. They would still have some machines, like, the movie theater that's near me, that's like in the city that I go to, they have, a Terminator Salvation game, they have Need for Speed, no, Fast and Furious racing game, and like they would have some claw machines. Yeah, this is good. And this game is completely different from the NES one. Damn. Shit. Wow. Yep, Bionic Commando. And the thing is, Bionic Commando cannot jump. All he could do is use the claw that he has. The grapple claw. Yeah, there was a remake of the NES one, Bionic Commando Rearmed. It was for Xbox and PlayStation. They need to port that and the sequel to it, the Switch. And the thing is, Bionic Commando took place during World War II era. And he's supposed to be fighting the Nazis, but they actually changed it. Yeah, World's End Club. Yeah, that was on the Direct. That looked really good. It's from the Danganronpa and Zero Escape creators. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna pick that up. The NES one did have you fighting Nazis, but they had to change it because of the policies Nintendo had back in the day when it comes to localization. His head still explode. I never beat the NES one, but heads exploding is basically like something I would expect in fucking Fist of the North Star. When Kenshiro would punch somebody rapidly, and then all he has to say is "You are already dead" or "Omae wa mo shindeyu," and they're dead. They explode. Yeah, Rearmed is M-rated. And then there was that piece of shit reboot, which, Spencer from Bionic Commando is based on that reboot in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and in Infinite. I don't know why he came back in Infinite with that design. It was Hitler, they just couldn't call him that. Outside of Japan, of course. No, people knew. They knew. Going down. I do have to wonder, why would they even put Street Fighter in here at all, considering the fact that you can get the Street Fighter collection, and then they put some of they put all the beat 'em ups from the beat 'em up bundle except for the King of Dragons and Knights of the Round. Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what happened when Chaos won. I'll tell you what would have happened if Order would have won. It would have been a more imperialistic. It would have been a more imperialistic setting, where let's just say, to sum it up, are you familiar with the show Big Brother? Basically that everybody would, like, there would be some people watching you. And the ones that would be watching you, like, there would be like a new villain that would be watching you. And the new villain is basically like a like the crustacean race, like the one similar to Captain Cuttlefish. Basically, his race would dominate because the squids, or the Inklings and the Octolings, have been fighting way too much, and they let while they've been distracted fighting each other, we would have like a new race taking over. And they watch you in every move that you make. And they know what you're gonna do before you do it. But yeah, because it made sense considering the fact that the first Splatfest, or the first final Splatfest in Splatoon 1, yeah, because that's what it is. They did the Callie versus Murray, and Marie won, Callie lost. I think it would have been the same story regardless in Splatoon 2. It's just replace one with the other. Wow. This is different. Yeah, I guess I needed a swing. And there's a time limit, so I'm losing time. Time over. Let's switch games. Alright, what's next? I'm gonna do my personal favorite, Strider. Strider, one of my favorite games of all time. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I will. We'll see. Siberian Wilderness. Nobody ever has cleared this stage, which is a fucking lie because people have. It's a really good game though. Alright, let's go. Let's do it. Strider. Alright, take it easy, Paperlink. Thanks for stopping by. You have a good night. Easily one of my favorite arcade games. Especially one of my favorite Capcom arcade games. I love Strider. I want to stream the reboot at some point. That came out on Steam years ago. It was on Xbox and PlayStation, but I have it on Steam. right under here. Yeah, the NES version was different, while the Genesis version was basically the arcade port. Alright, let's move through. Destroy this thing. These guys are dead. And now with the bad voice acting. Alright. Because they all speak in their own languages. The final boss of the game actually speaks in English. Then you have someone speaking Russian, Japanese. Well, Strider speaks Japanese, and then you have Mandarin Chinese and other languages. I think this is the first game that have multiple languages spoken in voice acting. Gotta move through. Oh yeah. Well, this arcade game, so. Nope. Gotta kill this guy. He's trying to take me out. I ain't gonna let him. I just gotta move. This game is a lot of fun. I love this game. Now we're here. Uh-oh. Gotta be careful. Fire the torpedoes! This game also has the some of the funniest like death animations. If you let yourself die. Huh? Oh boy. Wanna move through? Stop that. Alright. Let's go up this way. Yeah, they had Strider costumes in Monster Hunter. Come on. It was? Yeah. Oh god, these girls. And they were in Marvel vs. Capcom as assists. Like the first one. How did that kill me? One's dead. We gotta kill these girls. There we go. Done. Bum 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 bum. Let's go. We're gonna move through. Let's get this. Yeah. Now, I'm going to beat this game. No question. I'm going to. I climb up until like when the walls get closer, then I have to do this. Uh-oh. Gotta be careful. Strider, here to you. Hey! Move through, come on, go. Yeah, Ryu Hayabusa's the Ninja Gaiden character. Yeah, we got the gravity room here. Oh, come on. Yeah, it did. We gotta escape. There we go. Strider, hear you. Hey, Easy Logic.
You dare fight me?
Now we gotta move through. It's going good, just playing some Capcom Arcade Stadium. And it's really good. Strider's one of my favorite games. Used to play this a lot. I've beaten this a lot. It's one of my favorites because Strider, all because of the fact that I play a lot of Strider in Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2. So naturally I would play him in this game. It's a fantastic game. Hard, but nowhere near as hard as Ghosts and Goblins. Though it does get really hard in the last level. Right now in the Amazon rainforest. I got what the promise. On the dinosaur's back. And it's boss time. Done. The end of the jungle, yep. Everyone's speaking at once. The final stage. It's a long stage, but it's a tough one. What the hell? we'll knock this guy out from here. This is a hard stage, so we gotta get through. Well, this part is harder than the last one. Oh. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful here. The enemies are gonna come in droves if I'm not careful. We got another one of these. Damn. Damn, Diddy Kong Racing and DKC2 should have been pulling these off. Yeah. Diddy Kong and these DKC2. I don't know why I said DKC Racing. Now we're gonna get to the final boss. Alright, let's go. I shall raise the city up onto the sky and rid of... What the fuck? I died. I exploded. Wait, I gotta read this. I shall raise the city up onto the sky and rid the earth of all creatures. You can see right there, I died and exploded for no reason whatsoever. I shall raise the city upon the sky and rid of all the creatures. I will I will create a race of fill the new earth. All sons of old gods, die! There we go. Final boss time. Let's go. Grandmaster Mio. Done.
You win!
And that's Strider, one of my favorite arcade games. Yep. But yeah, this is really good. Let's rank my name. Look at all those points. All right, next game. Yeah, you can rank up as well. So many things you could actually earn. All right, let's do some more. What game will we do next? I'm gonna play a little game called Mega Twins. It's actually pretty fun. Let's do this one. This game was ported to the Sega Genesis, but it's really good. It's like an action hack and slash platformer, so it's good. Start. You can change the speed. Giannis's successor, actually. Let's go this way. It's actually really good. We'll do a few rounds of this before we switch to another game. Yep. Let's go grab this mini boss. Like we got mid boss. Damn it. Yeah, it's not Eggman. Now he wants to fight a different way. Now we gotta go, and let me go grab this. You can also buy stuff when you collect enough coins. A lot of good games here, and this one's another one I actually enjoyed. I've never seen this in the arcades. I've only played it on PS2 through one of Capcom's older collections they did years ago. Yeah, this is more niche. Like, more niche than a lot of stuff that Capcom has done. Like, this game came out in 1990, but in 93 we got the not sequel, we got the Genesis port. No, I don't know why it took 3 years, but eh. There we go. That's the princess, or actually the goddess. It's like you could choose which stage you want, just like in Mega Man. So that's always a good thing. We'll do another stage. You can also fly in some stages. I like that. Let's go. Cheerful game? Yep, it is. They also have a special attack. All I have to do that. I was just testing to see if you're a real warrior. Say the shrine and made it in the cloud. For some reason I have a Kirby feel here? Yeah. In a way, I get some vibes from that. Grab what I can get. Oh yeah, Twin B. Now that's a classic right there. We didn't really get a lot of Twin B games, but what we did, they were fun. Wind-headed dragon. Yeah. One of my favorite shmups that they did was Gradius. Konami made Gradius. Well, Life Force is a better game though. Also from Konami. There we go. Total Dragon with twin heads. Alright. We'll do... What we're gonna do is we're gonna do a different game. Because we have... There's a couple more I want to show off. I do like the design of the cabinets. Let's play Capcom's very first game they've ever made. It's called Vulgus. This is their very first game. Gotta start somewhere. There was an arcade game called Xevious that Namco made. This is basically a clone. This is Capcom's first game, Vulgus. Yeah, this is basically Capcom's own version of Xevious. I'm gonna show this game off for a little bit. I wanted to show off that this is their first. But remember, everybody's got to start somewhere. This game was actually slated to be brought to the NES, but they decided to cancel it. I guess it wasn't really performing that well. So instead, their first games were San San in 1942 and Ghosts and Goblins on the NES. So I think San San was Japan only on the NES. Yeah, the 3 Classics version of that as well. This game's okay, but it's nothing really special. It's basically like a clone of Xevious, but it's their first game, so... Alright. And I just wanted to show that off for a bit. That was their first game. Now let's play the game that actually made them a household name back in the early to mid 80s, 1942. This game is good, but I have one major problem with it. You're gonna see it soon. Now what's that problem? This is my problem, the music. Now, why is the music a problem? This is all you hear throughout the entire game. It's annoying and repetitive. I would have preferred silence. It's supposed to represent drums and whistles. Yeah, it's supposed to sound like a marching song. It just doesn't bode well in early arcades. Because this game takes place in World War II. believe it was based on when there was the United States fighting against the Japanese. I think the Japanese version, like, was more skewed towards them, and this was more skewed towards here when it was localized. I'm not so sure if that was the case. That's what it was based on. And yet it was a huge hit. It's fun though, don't get me wrong. But the sequels they made were way better. Alright. And also, the next game that I'm going to do is going to be the last one, but... or it may be the last one, depending on how much progress I do on it. Yeah. So we'll switch games. So, that was 1942. So the next one might be the last one. If not, then if we have time to do one more, we'll see. But for now, I'm gonna do the most obvious one: Street Fighter 2, the original. This game needs no introduction. Yep. Street Fighter 2. I'm going to modify the controllers. There's no rewind here. Actually, there is, but I'm not gonna have it. There we go. Yeah, this is also on the anniversary collection. We're going to do this with Ken. There we go. There we go. Chun-Li.
Round one, fight!
Yeah, I gotta edit the pick your poison thing out right there. The next session's in April. No, I have not. Oh, nice. Time to knock him out. I have played a lot of like Street Fighter clones back in the day. The most blatant one, there was one called Fighter's History for Super Nintendo in the arcades. It got so it was so blatantly big of a Street Fighter clone that Capcom sued the company that made that game. Ow. Yeah, might as well use rewind on this. Capcom had that pull back then. They still do. Nice.
Round one, fight!
Oh, really? Cool. I'll have to check it out then. There we go.
You win! Round two, fight!
If you want to know what's a really good what if to think about, what if this game was not successful? I think if this game was not successful, fighting games would not get that boom. We wouldn't have Mortal Kombat. We wouldn't have Tekken. We would not have Dead or Alive, Virtua Fighter, and Soul Calibur, and all that. And Street Fighter would not continue after this game if this game was not successful. History would have been completely. Well, we actually would not have had Smash. We would not have had any of these games. Because there would have been a huge chain of reaction. All those fighting games that people know and love would not have existed if this game was not successful. Imagine that. Nice.
You win!
I don't know how we would have managed without it. Oh, they are. In fact, arcades were like the best thing. Fighting games were the best thing for the arcades because arcades, while still popular back in the late 80s, it wasn't until 1991 when this game came out, it revitalized the arcade market. Both Nintendo and Sega were fighting to get this game on their consoles. So Nintendo got it first, Sega did get it afterwards. because everybody wanted a piece of this game. Because this game was hot. This game was like super successful. Like, why wouldn't you want Street Fighter in your console? Because this was like the biggest sensation for Capcom back in '91. And the worst thing about it is, like the multiplayer, like Capcom actually thought of it as an afterthought at first, and that they thought that people would just play the game for the single player. But guess what? Nope. I mean, while playing arcade mode is fun, nothing beats playing fighting games with another person to compete to see like who will win. And what's funny is combos were glitches originally. Yeah, everybody like people would go to arcades at night and on weeknights and on weekends. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't encourage like people skipping school, skipping work just to do it, but at the same time, they did it back then. I was a little kid. I was small. Like, I didn't get to play Street Fighter until much later. Like, I'd say 95 was when I started getting the fighting games, but 97 was when I was really getting into fighting games. Next up is Guile. Yeah, fighting games were always fun. Not only fun to play, but fun to watch. I love watching them because there's a lot of hype moments that happen. Especially if people post like some infamous clips from some big moments that happen in some of the big tournaments. And moments where it's like you had to be there to watch. Fucking hate Guile, by the way. Yeah, the Daigo clip, where he beat Justin Wong in Third Strike, parrying everything, and then getting a super out with Ken onto Justin Wong's Chun-Li. That will forever be like a moment that will be in my mind. It's history. If there was ever like a huge compendium of like the history of video games, they have to put that there. Like, you cannot like you can't never ignore the type of history you have for games, no matter what genre, no matter what moments. Moments are moments. Everybody just wants to leave a mark. There we go. It's getting hard now. Got it. Yeah, you have the car breaking game, then you have this.
Round one. Fight.
Blanca. And what's funny is that this is the only game in the series where you cannot have the same character versus same character. Well, at least this version. You have to wait till Champion Edition. Oh no, good. Did we just get a double KO? No, we're not. I'm not accepting that. We're not having a double KO here.
You win.
Yeah. We had to wait till the next year for the update to come out. That's different. Like fighting games, you need to have same character versus same character. Because what if somebody wants to be the same character? Like, let's say I want to be Ken and another person wants to be Ken. Same thing. That's the beauty of it. And like in Smash, you can have 8 characters be the same character. It's amazing. Balrog, Vega, and Sagat. Oh yeah. We will always call Balrog Boxer. Vega is the claw, and Bison is the dictator. Fighting Vega is hard in this game. Yeah, that face. Vega is really hard. Yeah, the name switch, because they were afraid Mike Tyson would sue. And guess what? It turned out, when Mike Tyson found out about this, like a few years ago, like not too long ago actually, I forgot what year. It turned out he actually, if he would have known about this whole thing, what Capcom did with this game, with back when they had like a Mike Tyson knockoff with Balrog, and he was going to be named Mike Bison, he actually would have sued. So Capcom, in hindsight, was well within their right to do what they did. So, like, he would have sued. So they were lucky that they did what they did, or else they would have sued. He would have sued them. All right, time for Vega. Nice.
KO! You win! Round 2. Fight.
Vega's theme is amazing. I kind of wish Capcom could get Yoko Shimomura to do Street Fighter music again, because she knew how to do Street Fighter music. She composed like most of the soundtrack. But she wasn't really going for like the character themselves, but rather the staged. Because she wants to fit the mood of the stage. But now the themes are associated with the characters. Because they're iconic. Yeah, same. Yoko Shimomura is a legend. She really is. Oh, that new Legend of Mana remake that's coming out? She did the soundtrack for that game, and she's remastering the soundtrack on her own. I wonder how much you have to pay her to compose music for somebody's wedding if she were to ever take that up. How much, like, would she be willing to? How much would we have to pay her? Kind of curious now. I don't think she'll do it, but just the thought of it. Then again, she has done the wedding theme before in this game, when you beat the game with Ken. Tiger! The wedding theme, you'll hear it when I beat the game. You'll know exactly which one I'm talking about when I get there. Or do you get... Yo, his Tiger Uppercut does so much damage. Yes. Tiger, 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 tiger. Yeah, he's like over 7 feet. There's the dictator himself, Bison. Yeah, fuck you. One more round and I got it. You should have sponsored Tiger Electronics. Yes. Yep. Here we go. Oh god, that sprite. Oh my god. Oh my god. And look at Ken's face. Alright, let me make my name. Done. This is what I was talking about. Secret credits. You have to beat the game without continuing to get the secret credits. Ooh, Yoko Shimomura. First on the left side, Shimo P. Because they had to use aliases so that they would avoid getting headhunted by other companies. That's how it was back then, so that they could poach talent and bring them to their own companies. But yeah, that's it. Let's get out of here. Let's go on to the menu. Yep. Alright. Yeah, that's definitely going to do it. Like, what a really good stream tonight. Managed to beat Zelda 2, and then I've also done this. We're definitely gonna come back to this again at some point. The schedule. We're going to continue ZX Sunday. Hopefully I'll beat the game. Yes, I'm definitely going to do more of this. When? I don't know. But I would like to do more. Like, I wanted to go longer with this, but obviously considering the fact that it's close to midnight. But that said, I do appreciate everybody coming through. Thanks to Shad for the raid. I just got to figure out who I'm going to raid this time. Let's see. Who is on that I can actually raid? Let's see. Oh, Ash said hi's on? She's still on? Yes. That's who I want to raid. She's playing Super Mario 64. So I want to give her the support, so let's go ahead and do that. All right. So, thank you all for watching. Thanks for tuning in. It's been a great stream. I'll see you guys Sunday. Take care. Have a great night. Five everlasting peace.